name's Byron. My last bike video, Goodbye Yellow, was uploaded 18 months ago now. If you're one of the 144 people who have watched that, thank you. Now that video was supposed to precede a video on this bike. The Focus Izelco Max 2018 model. The frame of which was 640 grams, the fork was under 300 grams, so it was the basis of which, depending on how much money you had, you could build a sub 5 kilo bike if you were absolutely nuts. The reason I'm telling you this is that it's been my main bike for over 12 months, so it's natural that I'll compare this bike to the Specialized Diverge E5 Comp. I'm going to break this video up into two parts. First part will be a what's it got? And the second part will be what's it like? So let's dive in. Well, it's got wheels, tyres and a frame. The bike comes standard with 38mm tyres from Specialized. It has room for up to 47mm. The wheels are most likely heavy and dull. I say most likely because I haven't weighed them. According to Specialized, the frame is their special aluminium lightweight Diverge frame matched with the carbon fork. There are lots of mount points for stuff. If you're into bike packing, that might excite you. The frame has the future shock. I do like the dropped seat stays. I like the way they look. And on the first few rides, I felt the extra compliance in the back ends. The last thing to note on the frame is the bottom bracket height. It's actually quite low. Compared to my Focus, it's a full 10mm lower. And the cranks are longer. The cranks are 172.5mm. This bike is a 56cm bike. I've had pedal strike once. It has a 30.8mm seat post. I wonder why it's not the 27.2, which would be lighter and more compliant. The Praxis Alba cranks fit into a threaded bottom bracket. Standard, the cranks come with a 40-tooth chainring, and the rear cassette is an 11-42. The group set, other than the cranks, is Shimano's GRX 600, which is really good. Before it left the shop, I had the front chainring swapped to a 46-tooth. I prefer that sort of more road gearing. The weight of the bike is just under 10.5 kilos. That's with 2 bottle cages, a bell, a pump holder, and a mount for the Garmin. So what's it like? For me, a bike will always be judged on how fast is it and how comfortable is it. I was quite surprised that my Focus is actually more comfortable. The Future Shock didn't give me anywhere near as much compliance or comfort as I was expecting it to the point where you just don't feel it. You can see it working, but you don't feel it working. On the Focus, I have some nice carbon handlebars with a flat top. Compared to the original bars of the Specialized, it hurt. But I also don't like to ride in the rain. The tyres. I'm around 70 kilos and I learnt I don't need to pump the tyres up to more than 40 psi, and they still feel harder or less forgiving than my 25mm sporty tyres on the Focus. The Focus also has a set of nice, light climbing wheels that also add to compliance. The 1x disc-equipped group set is fantastic. It's quiet and the gear changes are really good. So, speed. Downhill, I've done my best Mount Cootha back descent times because the discs gave me a lot more confidence. And the geometry is less twitchy than the Focus. Uphill. Mount Cootha is a mountain in Brisbane, Queensland, Australia. Mount Cootha back is a segment on Strava. It takes me from bottom to top on a good effort on my focus, 10 minutes. That same effort equates to about 11 minutes on the Specialized. The other thing I noticed compared to my sub 7 kilo focus is that the Diverge didn't accelerate as quickly. Now speed and comfort are just two dimensions. For this bike we have a third dimension. Where does it go? Of course it goes on the bitumen quite well, but it also goes on the gravel, and more specifically for me it goes on fire trails, and this has been fun. I've been able to do lots of rides that I wouldn't be able to do on the Focus. I even have a KOM on a 2 kilometre gravel segment. Now, to answer my own question, how good would this bike be with a wheel and tyre upgrade? I may have talked myself into some nice wheels. If you'd be keen to see a video on that, let me know in the comments. Summing up, we are in COVID times. That means bikes are selling like it's Christmas every day. I found this Specialized E5 Comp hiding in a bike shop in the outer suburbs of Brisbane at $3,400. It's not cheap. But looking at the competition, it's not overpriced. The Giant Revolt for an extra couple of $100 with a carbon frame might be better. The Norco Carbon Search, which costs about the same, has a whole lot better componentry or finishing kit and is a whole kilo lighter. Maybe that's a better bike. But it only comes in black. One last bike to mention here in Australia is the Apollo Scout 30. It looks really good. There's a bit of orange and a bit of blue. Last time I checked, you could get one within a week, but there are no weight details. If you're really keen to get a Specialized Diverge, there are 7 different models in the range here in Australia. That's not including the 2 flat bar models. The Specialized Diverge E5 Comp, the bike that I've talked about for the last 5 minutes here, is the base model. For an extra $600 you can go to the base carbon. That gets carbon, and really it's the same bike. The Sport Carbon for an extra $1,400 gets yellow and a wheel upgrade. For an extra $3,000 you go to the Comp Carbon. You can get one in orange. It comes with the storage in the frame, which Specialized call their SWAT system. It also comes with an upgraded Future Shock. Now the storage in the frame and the upgraded Future Shock would be very nice. Reading reviews about the bike that I have and the Comp Carbon for an extra $3,000, the difference in weight is only 400 grams. Thanks for watching, and hopefully you've enjoyed my review of my Specialized Diverge E5 Comp.